Hey everybody, thanks for coming back today. Canna Partners, Canna News Break. This is the headline of it is kind of amusing, and it falls under the I think we would say the no kidding category. And the title is "Study Finds Using CBD Alone Has No Negative Impact on Driving Ability." And I think that's an interesting headline because I think for most of us in the industry, or most people have been reading about CBD or cannabis, already know that just using CBD doesn't impair your ability to do anything. In fact, given the health benefits of CBD, you could argue the opposite. It improves your ability to do quite a number of things. But somebody felt the need to study this because obviously there's debate in certain areas and there's still a lot of misinformation and just, not to use it as a bad word, but just ignorance. People just don't know. And so when you have studies like this that come out, I think it's beneficial because it helps. So the study involved healthy participants inhaling vaporized cannabis containing 3 different mixes of THC and CBD before driving 100 kilometers under controlled conditions on a public highway. The subjects received weed containing mainly THC, enough to cause strong intoxication, mainly CBD, and both THC and CBD, or a placebo. Right, so no one had any idea what they were getting. They were all in vape cartridges, so no one had any idea where they were in the study. Using 4 different types of cannabis in random order, the hour-long drives and dual-controlled car with the driving instructor present were taking 40 minutes of 4 hours after consumption. The standard deviation of the vehicle position measures considered in testing driving ability, including lane weaving, swerving, overcorrection, etc., etc. The study was published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, and they found that weed containing mainly CBD did not impair driving performance at all. With cannabis containing THC or a mix, there was mild impairment at the 40-minute drive mark, but none after 4 hours. So that's interesting. So the standard driving, standard deviation of the vehicle position following vaporized THC-dominant, the THC-CBD equivalent of cannabis compared to the placebo, was significantly greater after 40 to 100 minutes, but not 60 to 300 minutes after vaporization. There were no significant differences between CBD-dominant cannabis and placebo. So this is a good study. It's important for stuff like this to come out because right now you have laws against hemp and CBD products, and anyone who knows anything about the industry and about to realize that yes, cannabis and hemp are cousins, but they're not directly related. There's very little of any THC in hemp. Would not impair driving ability to take CBD from a hemp plant. Yet hemp faces a lot of restrictions and commercial uses and things like that. So I think studies like this will go further to sort of demystify that. Apples and oranges are fruits, right? Just like cannabis and hemp are plants, but they're very different and they do different things. And I think that's an important distinction for people to start to understand. And studies like this will be helpful for that. So this was in what was this in, Nick? This was in lfpress.com. So it's a good article. Go ahead and read it. They did the study in Canada, and it goes to prove what we've known. And the interesting fact about it, I thought too, was the performance ability. A lot of people, they know intuitively not to smoke something or inhale something and then drive. But how long does that last, and what does that concur? So it's interesting now that they're starting to do some studies that put actual data behind it, so people are better informed. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining us.